Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Veronika Obeng, and you are tuned in to The Sack. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Veronika Obeng.
Hey guys, this is M Dollars. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at mdollars11.
Hey everybody, I'm Laura Govan, and you can follow me on social media across the board at Laura M. Govan.
Well, this is it. This is episode 1 of The Sack. I'm super excited to be here today and to launch this podcast with two of my very good friends. Laura, what would you say the Sack means to you?
The Sack for me, I visually see it as a sleepover with my girls and just in the bed and just pillow talking and saying everything I can say either in public, in person to somebody, and just letting all my feelings out with my girls with no judgment.
No judging zone. And what is the Sack to you?
I definitely agree with what you're saying, Laura. Like, I feel like it's just a chill time, a good vibe where everybody can let out whatever they've been going through throughout the week, throughout the past months, and everyone can just give each other advice, build each other up, like remind us that we're strong women and we can get through whatever.
Yes, we can. So The Sack, ladies, this is for you out there. Men, I encourage you to listen in as well because I feel like there's so much that men can learn from listening to our podcast. So Not only is it infotainment, not only is it current events, but it's so many issues that women talk about privately in their home with just their closest friends. So welcome to The Sack. 3 ladies, 30 minutes. What could happen? We're going to jump right into the show with hot topics. I really want to talk to you, Laura, about these little meltdowns that your boy Tyrese has been having on social media.
Oh, my poor baby.
I break down in private.
My poor baby.
What's going on?
You know, I personally happen to know him and know him well. I don't know. This one, I don't know. I can't call it. I feel really bad. I feel like, this is what I feel like. I feel like there's a certain amount you can put on social media. I think you can only give people so much. I think that he gives them everything. And I think he strips his soul, which gives him no room to then grow. Now it's just open for judgment. Everybody's dictating what they think they know, saying what they think they like. Now it's just open. But also kind of makes a
laughing stock of yourself if you put too much on social media. Don't you agree, like Melissa?
Definitely. I feel like the more you give them, the more they feel like they have an opinion to judge you on. Because they're going to be like, well, you put it out here, so why can't I say how I feel about it? Like, I don't know Tyrese at all, but I loved him growing up as a kid. I loved him as an actor. I loved him as an artist. So it makes me sad to just see him going through. Yeah, he's a very talented guy, but it just makes me sad to see him going through this, and then to see him acting like this is like, my nigga, like, you don't.
No, for real.
Chill the fuck out. I need somebody to call him and be like, yo, my nigga, like, cut
you're not
that shit out.
Yeah.
Like, on some real shit, because the same daughter that you're crying about, she got to see this shit. So it's like, you gotta like really deal with it. Talk to somebody, call somebody on the phone. Like, all these people that you're talking to right now, they really don't give a shit. So you telling them all this shit and you crying and shit is like, first of all, I do not ever want to see you cry, Tyrese. Oh my gosh, please don't. Like, don't do it. Like, I don't want to see you cry ever. And not like that. Like, talk to somebody for real. Like, because he obviously needs help. So it's like, but not like this.
Yeah. No, I 100%
Yeah, you put too much out there. And just everything. Like, oh, I'm broke. And then it's like the next day he was flying a plane over his daughter's school. And I'm like, he seems room for people to judge. Like, one, people think you're broke now. And then two, it's like, why are you making decisions that are going to further people judging you? Like, flying a private plane over your daughter's school with a message. Like,
he just seems very unstable.
And it doesn't seem like it's helpful for his career to be crying over movie roles. You can't fight with The Rock because everybody loves The Rock. But and the fact that he hasn't even acknowledged him, The Rock has not, like, nothing.
I love that. Silence is a killer.
That's what you do. It is. It's like, first of all, like, especially when you actually know the person, if you can't call me and really talk about some shit, then I'm not addressing you on social media over nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
And speaking of social media, one of the best things in social media history happened yesterday. Donald Trump's Twitter got deleted by a disgruntled employee. It was their last day on the job, and on their way out the door, they got their box of pencils, they got their Post-it notes, and they deleted his his Twitter account. Like,
yeah, but for how long?
11 minutes.
You know what?
11
that guy,
minutes.
whoever that guy or girl was, you guys are the real MVPs for that fucking 11 minutes because somebody needed to do it and you had the balls to do it. So
yeah, that's dope.
That was fucking awesome. But
somebody was like, "Will he ever get a job again?" I'm like, "Yeah, tons of Democrats or liberals will run to get this dude
shit,
job.
You could work for $M anytime." Hit me up.
Right. I'll hire you. No, I won't hire you. I don't know what you're going to do to me if you get mad at me. Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm going to hire you, but I'm going to have you working where I need you to be working. Like, not with no shit where you could delete nothing.
Yeah.
No passwords.
No, you don't have no passwords. You might be sticking boxes, but you're still here.
But you got a job now. So you good. Yeah, no.
And you know what? I was on TMZ yesterday, going through getting my stories together, like what's popping in pop culture. And one thing that really, like, I could not believe that I read yesterday, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver are still married. 6 years. The divorce has been going on for 6 years.
A battle has been going on?
The battle has been going on for 6 years. Not
because
Chloe
it
and
literally
status.
takes 2 weeks to get a divorce.
Not Chloe and Lamar status, where like they just kind of abandoned the divorce for a few years on the table and then came back to it once, you know, the whole...
Yeah, he almost passed away,
the thing happened. You know, we're talking about embattled 6 years.
First of all, who is Maria who?
Okay.
Obviously, I know Arnold, the Terminator, but sorry, Maria. I'm sure you're a lovely woman, but I don't know who that is.
I love that. I love that.
Like, Maria was
she's the Kennedy.
Before she got with Arnold. So,
yeah, and they have no kids together, right?
All to you, Maria. But
yeah,
girl, if you need to move on, just move on.
No,
take your meal.
They've been in the divorce battle for so long that the minor children have grown up. So custody is not even an issue anymore because all the kids have grown up and come of age.
That's crazy.
Guys.
And we all know she filed for divorce because he slept with the nanny or the housekeeper.
Or had a baby with the nanny.
Had the kid at the house for the holidays.
She gave her the baby shower.
Maria was throwing a baby shower for her husband's jump off baby mama.
And she didn't even know it.
Had no clue. And the kids are all playing with each other, not knowing their siblings.
Wow.
And has the nerve to fight this woman. So
you know what?
I guess
when does it come a point where a man, if whoever's in the wrong for the divorce, you know, just takes the high road and says, you know what, I screwed up the marriage. I'm gonna walk away.
But that's what I feel like is lacking in separations. Like whether it be that whoever gets petty, what you have to realize is, especially if there's children involved, nobody's losing but the children. At the end of the day, they're the only ones that struggle and
losing in this point because now
but they still are. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The children still lose. The children still have to grow up in it, and now they're older. Now they really see what kind of buffoonery it is. Now, so the children struggle.
$400 million plus at stake.
Okay, we still be fighting. $6 years ain't now. We still be fighting. Bag that. I feel like give me all the facts.
I think it's just about the type of person you're dealing with. That's because it's not, like you gotta know who you're dealing with. If you know you're dealing with somebody that is petty and they're also very selfish, like narcissistic, like you know the type of body you're going to be dealing with. It's really who you're dealing with for me. Like,
but it caused a lot of personal stress for me because I'm about to enter year 2 of my divorce, and I feel like there is no end in sight. So for me specifically, I was like, I didn't even know like a judge would let it go on.
Right.
So I thought it was just like, oh, your time's up. Like,
right.
I'm going to make the decision because this is just taking up too much time. So to hear a divorce in California is 6 years and me coming up on 2 years.
Girl,
when I say like it was fade to black, I was like,
you got sad, rough. You're like, no hope.
I felt so tired.
No hope. Well, imagine the people who are out there listening and tuning in and understanding like what we go through as women. It almost comes back to like the men, but it's also the women. And I hate to say it. And you know, so you never know somebody's life. Like Maria could be making it just as hard as Arnold is. We don't know. But I would just say,
she did claim in the story, which I know airs on Objectified this Sunday. I do know that her side claimed that she was trying for an expedited divorce and that Arnold was the party holding it up, which he's denied. But all I can say is I am in the midst of a really terrible divorce, and it's dragging. I feel like nothing gets accomplished ever. We make no progress, and emotionally, it is so draining.
It's very
it's
emotionally
hard on the kids.
Yeah.
It's just, and you don't see an end in sight.
Yeah.
And I think that's what gets so sticky when you don't even see an end in sight.
But here's what I think of. I think of like even with a career, everything comes to an end. At some point, somebody has to get tired. It's just the sad of when, how, what. You know what I'm saying?
And how you handle it.
Yeah.
How you handle it.
You know what,
is
to be
key.
honest with you, my next relationship moving forward is strictly based on like, how do I feel like this person will handle. But then again, you can't say that when it comes to anger. Like a lot of times people are emotionally angry. Emotional and anger.
Oh my gosh.
That
will change a person.
After 6 years, whatever you're angry about, you should be over it.
Yeah.
But also when you're the one who put your penis in someone and made a child.
Yeah. Oh, hey, say no more.
So
I know that feeling.
You did that. So everything is warm.
But you can't tell nobody how to feel because that person might very well feel they still have a right to be acting how they're acting. Yeah. Even though they have done the most shit. That's how some people really think.
Yeah.
Arnold's like 94.
It's sick,
how
but
much money
it's real.
does he need to get through the rest of his life? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, he could be thinking of the children. He could be thinking of the nanny's baby. He could be. I mean, he could be thinking of a lot.
The nanny's baby. This money so I can take care of my love child.
Yo, I gotta stop.
What I'm gonna need you not to.
I'm just saying, it's true.
Mama's coin.
Hey, it's true. That's you. I can't tell you because I don't know him.
Right, the particulars.
Yeah, I don't know, but.
Well, okay. Well, let's just move on from Arnold because it seems like they're gonna be at this for a while.
As I was gonna say, they're gonna drag us out too.
They're gonna drag us. Another like really messy breakup right now going on is Jeremy Meeks. He's Prison Bae.
I met him the other day.
Is he that fine in person? Or is he all right? I feel like he's.
I think he's okay. He really looks like Skeletor.
Ooh,
but a sexy Skeletor. Yes, very structural, still kind of hot, mysterious because he's kind of quiet.
He's definitely mysterious.
He's very quiet.
I met him too. He was cool.
Yeah, and was he kind of meek, like a little quiet, kind of reserved?
Well, his name is Jeremy.
I met him and
really
Chloe together. They were cool.
But the breakup
my thing
is
listen to me.
He left his estranged wife. She said she found out on social media that he was running around with.
We would never know how she truly found out because there's two sides to the story and then the truth. Yeah. So we will never really know how she really found out. But she's embarrassed right now.
Yeah.
She's really embarrassed and she's hurt.
She's hurt.
So that will lead to scorn and that is going to go that's going to turn messy. You know what I mean? But my advice would be to just, I was going to say that you have a kid. So it's like, I'm a really private person, so I don't like nothing to get out there. So I would just rather they just handle that shit internally and we never even have to know about what's going on.
If you stood by a man who had gone to prison or jail or whatever, wherever it was, he was incarcerated. You stood by his side. Undoubtedly, you're raising that child by yourself while he's gone. And then
is it one baby or a couple?
Probably a couple.
No, I'm not saying what he did was right at all.
All I'm saying is like, so now this woman who has stood by his side, you find out, so she says on social media that he's running around with a woman who stands to inherit a multi-billion-dollar fortune.
Listen, maybe he's doing it to stay with her to make. Now he's like, look, we was a little broke, okay? So let me go over here, dip in this. Let me get this right, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna hook y'all up.
I don't think he's gonna.
Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
No way am I saying what he did was right, but what I'm saying too is, so does that mean that you have to? Your life has stopped right now because he moved on. How about you try the same thing he just did?
Well,
you move on too.
But it's so crazy and close to home. She did a story where they did plastic surgery to help her like feel better about herself. And let's just say that I'm going through a divorce with the person who stepped up and said, I'm gonna help you put your life back together after you were cheated on. I just found that so ironic and so borderline ridiculous. Does that make sense to you? Like, really, you're helping women that the doctor is my ex-husband that helped her get through the cheating by doing all her plastic surgery. Yes, for free. And I'm like, one, you need a check.
That's ironic.
Two,
that's
ironic. Really you stepping up to help.
But I just feel like
who are fucked over.
Some women, you know, men, especially when you get really hurt by a guy and you feel that you've been there for him, they automatically turn to despair and they get so hard on themselves and they can't move on and they're so stuck. It's like, the worst part about that is you being like that and seeing the person that you're like that over and moving on and living life. Right. There's absolutely no reason for you to stop living. Yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, that shit can really hurt and make you feel all types of fucked up. But that does not mean that shit has to stop for you. Like, that's to be like a charge for you to want to do better and want to be better in everything. Like,
The best way
don't
to,
ever
to
just
be, to get even
wallow
is
in that shit.
Life.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To live your best life.
My biggest thing with that though is that, and I wrote a book called Don't Get Mad, Get Sexy, which comes out next year.
Yes.
But it's called.
I'm looking for my free copy.
Oh, I got you.
You know,
say no more. Say no more. I got you. Oh, I got you. Say no more.
Up, girl.
But my biggest thing is, my biggest thing in the book was talking about mourning. So I had to deal with the relationship that I was in for 16 years. I had to find out that this man had a baby with another woman by the other woman after they had this baby. And I literally, for the life of me, was like, no, he would never do that. And still, it didn't register. So I said, you know what? Okay, I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to lose weight. I had to mentally challenge myself. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to look at this like it's a death. And maybe this man, I had to think of all kind of things. Like I gave myself a certain amount of time. I gave myself 10 days. I stayed in a hotel. I literally did nothing. I think I took 3 showers in 10 days. And my point was that I mourned it. I drank. I don't drink.
Right.
I was a drinking fool. I was I was a drinking fool, and I barely ate, but I did what I wanted to do, and I promised, and I gave myself this promise, and I promised to God that I will, once I step my foot on this ground on the 10th day, that's it for me.
Well, let's go
and
further
I don't
into
look
it.
back.
Let's go further into that topic. So if you're just tuning in with us, we're talking about, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. Their divorce is dragging on now the 6th year. We talked about Jeremy Meeks, Prison Bae, like how his estranged wife supposedly found out on social media that their marriage was over. Now, Lori, you're talking about, your new book that is slated to come out soon. Don't get mad.
Get sexy.
Get sexy. Now, I know for me going through a breakup, I went through exactly the same thing. This mourning period where literally I felt like someone died.
Yeah.
I felt like someone died. I couldn't eat.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep. I cried to the point of exhaustion. I was telling you about it the other day, and cried until my whole face was swollen. So for our women that are listening right now, and this is really what the SAC is about, not just having honest, candid conversations, but I want our listeners to take something away that makes them feel good about their day, gives them a little hope. So the women out there who are going through a breakup or trying to push through, what advice would you give them, Laura?
I honestly would just say, first you have to gather yourself. First, stop. You have to literally stop, because your mind, I call it the hamster. The hamster's going a mile a minute, and he's taking care of kids. He's trying to figure out, you still got to pay bills. You still got to wash your ass. You still got to wash their ass. You still got to feed people. And you don't even want to eat. There's a whole bunch of things going on. So you literally have to stop. I mean, physically, mentally, and emotionally, just stop in your tracks and prioritize and actually figure out the steps. Okay, write down, I have to take care of my home. What does that mean to you? And then you bullet point under home, everything, the children, the bills, the cooking. I mean, to the wire of cleaning, because you don't even want to clean. You're sitting some dirty shit and don't care.
It was hard for me to even get out of bed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you don't even want to do anything. So you have to get together your household. So it's home. Right. And then second, it has to be your life. What are your steps? Do you need a therapist? Do you think you need to work out?
I think that you've got to find an outlet.
Do you talk? Yeah, you definitely.
Yeah, because I don't have any kids.
Yeah, so what is the breakup for when you're
not?
How would you find out you have kids?
Damn, Ness. You know what we should do? We should leave you with all our kids.
Girl.
One day.
Why you want to hear something crazy? I have 13 nieces and nephews. I'm the last of 9 children, so trust me. I grew up. I'm good.
I'm serious.
There's a reason I don't have any kids, girl.
Okay.
I'm chilling. I'm in my chill mode right now. But honestly, I've obviously been through breakups before. I will say I have never I felt so bad when I heard you say you didn't think about killing yourself, because it's that thought for me is no person is worth that. I don't care how much you love them and they loved you. Nobody is worth you ever wanting to take your life. We'll just throw that out there. Never again. Yeah. But even as someone who, I don't have kids and stuff, it can be hard when you go through a breakup, especially when you feel that you've given your all to someone and they totally disrespected you and made you feel like none of that mattered. But the key is to always love yourself more than you love somebody. Because yes, you're going to really fall in love and you're going to feel like this is La La Land. It feels like a movie, like The Notebook and shit. That's just a movie. In real life, shit is going to happen, and you have to always be able to pick yourself up and move on.
Yeah, so
because there's always something better. My advice
no children, like going through a terrible breakup, like how do you put it back together?
Definitely love yourself more. And for me, I'm always like, it's not about staying home and just laying in bed and not wanting to shower. It's like always getting up, just go out, just get up and go out and do something.
Yeah, move.
Like call
even if it's
one
to
of
the
your
store.
friends, call one of your friends, like be like, I'm coming over. You don't even, and you know what? I have this thing where it's like, when you know you're going through something and you don't want your friends and everybody else to really like judge the person and like feel a certain way, you don't have to tell exactly. Not even about taking them back. Even if you know you're done, you just don't always want people to be like, I hate this nigga, like fuck. You know what I mean? Like you don't always have to talk about it. When you know something is done and you're over it, just leave that right there. It's done. Go over there with your friends. You guys talk about everything else under the moon besides that.
Now,
just try to get it off your mind.
How long does that moment where you're venting to your girlfriends, like when do you say, like Laura said, you had to go through a mourning process, like how long do you vent before you say, you know what, enough airtime, moving on, and you don't give that situation, you don't give a breakup any more energy?
See, I roll different, and I got thank God, like I be around some real like hardcore women, so like I don't give it that much time at all. Like shit gotta keep going. Like
when you care less, you just care less.
Right. And you have to, because most of the time when you're wallowing in self-pity and you're over there in despair, like that person has already moved on. They're over there living their life.
So often,
you give these, you know what I didn't understand is power. I used to give this man all my power. Like I used to just throw it on him. Here you go, take my emotion. Here you go. I'm fat. Okay, I'm fat. Okay, here, take my self-esteem. Here. I was giving him I gave him everything. I had to piece by piece take that back
together. And
I only gave myself 10 days to do it. And I was like, here's what I did realize. I realized that there's Earth, right? And then there's continents, and then there's countries, and then there's states, and then there's cities, and then there's neighborhoods, and then there's just me. Imagine how many people are on this planet
going through the same
Why would
shit.
you, not only that, but why would you give one person that much control of that much space? They don't deserve it. There's so many people on this planet that want to give you what you want.
So
You don't need to deal with that. And I used to, I put myself in that one spot in the middle of the earth and realized how much more is out there. I don't need to deal with this shit. I was like, man, I'm out. But for me, God has given me this ability to just move on. If you guys stop talking to me today, I swear to you, I would think about you, but God has given me this ability to just move on.
No, but also respect the process.
And I just move on.
I was just telling him, like I was having like some car trouble, in the middle of a divorce, a judge can say, well, you get this and you get that. And, whether it's temporary or permanent, like you just kind of end up with things that necessarily weren't your choice. And even going on like so long in the divorce, like I felt like I thought I was getting back on my feet. I thought I was getting back to myself. I thought I was getting my power back.
I know that feeling.
One of the most surreal feelings the other day when one of my vehicles literally, it just died. There was no saving it. And I told him, I was like, I have to get a new car. I never expected to feel so good. Like I felt like the pride, like when you're 16 and you get that first car.
Yeah, you did on your own.
To do it on my own because it's been so long since it was just Veronika.
Yeah.
Just Veronika, and just to feel like I was getting my power back, to feel like I'm pulling
and that
it back
new car
together.
smelled good. We drove in it today, guys. Ow.
Ow.
And they had that good old new car smell, honey. Yes, sweet.
But it made me feel so good, and it's not
the
even
empowerment.
It's
empowerment.
Take your time, and give yourself credit.
And
for
everybody
small
should
victories.
have that power. Men and women both go through it. It's not just women just going through dumb shit. We know men going through shit too. So it's like everybody should give themselves that chance to feel that way. Like, you're gonna hurt, but don't always stay in the hurt. Like get out.
So
there's definitely a brighter day ahead.
Time to mourn.
Give yourself time to do it, but don't wallow in it.
Like I teach my children.
Wash ass.
And I have 2 boys, 2 girls. And I teach my children now, like my lessons, like you're going to get hurt. Let me tell you something. You're going to fall in love. My 11-year-old, I'm like, listen, okay, baby, you're going to get hurt. It's going to hurt. And I can't wait to have these conversations with all of them. Like it's going to burn. It's going to sting. You're going to feel like, oh my God, how could this person leave me? And I'm going to lose my hair and my mind. No, you're not. Here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no,
so teaching,
yes, like,
children, but to another others. So like if your girlfriend vents to you, like
people
let's
kill themselves for this reason because
That's
they
crazy.
can't control their emotion. And you know what's crazy about it is that it's only because they're uneducated. Like nobody told me that I shouldn't go and stalk this person. I was outside of nigga house. I was waiting to cut. I was waiting to stab.
I have stalked before with my best friend, honey. We had to sit laid back, waiting for the nigga to pull up.
Waiting.
Yes, I dare you.
And daring somebody to come out the car with him.
I dare you.
I dare you. Daring. I'm like, I dare you, talking to myself.
Yeah,
dare
I
you.
love you. If you let one of your girlfriends borrow your card to do a creep, because she can't go on her card.
Yeah, exactly, right. And put on one of your wigs, because I've been there.
Nah, we was pulling up in her car. Yeah, it's us. You know who it is. Yeah.
So look, we're gonna wrap up. But for all the women out there going through a breakup, you know what? Make sure you go follow Laura. Look at the bounce back on her Instagram. I have to say, her bounce back is supreme. That bounce back game is supreme.
No games.
All right? No games.
Don't get mad, get sexy.
Yeah. Make sure you follow her on Instagram and see that, get encouragement from different sources. Like, to stay positive. And Laura, 4 kids, myself, 5 kids. Like, bounce back game strong.
Messy.
No
you got
kids.
some too, M. Dollars.
I ain't got no kids, but I'm still bouncing back. Big Sean Floyd.
Bouncing. Hey, say no more. She got that bounce back game on lock.
Okay. Now, just to wrap up the show, this is something I just really quickly wanted to touch on. It made me think of you, Elle. I was reading in the Daily Mail yesterday this article that doctors are saying Americans don't have the best anal hygiene. I swear, this is a real article on Daily Mail.
Okay, this is where I'm gonna check out, guys. It was nice talking to you.
No, you need to hear this. No. Come on.
No, because like sometimes
because they booty sweat and you got booty juice.
But like for me, I know specific. We have had some really raw conversations.
You talking about anal sex?
Yes.
And
I'm like,
coming.
wait a minute. I read this article.
I like it.
I cannot.
I cannot.
I like it.
It's a no for me.
I like it a lot.
It's a no for me.
Okay. I like it a lot.
I thought of you when I read the article, like, Americans need to do a better job. They said toilet paper is not enough.
It's not. You need the wipe. You need the soft wipe. Sometimes I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I got water bottle in my purse, I'll put a little bit on the toilet paper and wipe. And the reason why is because it gets that lube juice up. But here's the problem though. If you don't wipe the wet after you wipe, if it's wet, the booty juice sits there
when I was checking
and it's moisty and wet.
But I'm just saying, okay, as a woman who does, that's not my cup of tea.
Wiping your booty?
No, the back door.
Oh, we talking about sex.
Booty pleasures that's not what.
Okay, I thought you was talking about hygiene. All right.
No, but I mean, don't you think that causes a problem? Like
having anal sex?
Yeah.
No, it just swoops right back. It just goes on right back.
All right.
A bounce back game.
Speaking of right back,
bounce back game.
Pull it right back.
Bounce back game is on
the real topic
in the back
because I cannot with these two women.
You know, it's
two
crazy.
old divorced heifers.
If we talking about person, and we ain't got no man. No, wait, I got a man. But
that's a whole nother show.
Yeah. But in real life, my G spot is back there.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm just telling you, that's where it's at.
That's what to say. Look, what they say.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
At this point,
and I like it.
I need you to go ahead and transition to the next topic.
Nah, it was good. It's good. Well, some people like it and some people don't.
I will never know if there's
I will never.
So you don't even let the finger in the booty? They can't
Laura,
even
we're
finger
not having
your
this
booty?
You're not going to do this on air. We already spoke about this. Like, what you not going to do? What you not going to do, Laura?
I like it.
We know you like it.
I don't let everybody do it. I can't have, well, first of all, I don't have a lot of partners like that, but I have my one and he got all access.
All access to the booty pleasures.
Yeah. He could be in any hole. He can't fit in my ears too big, but anywhere, in my nostrils we can't do that either. But anywhere else, I'm
You're
good.
Nasty.
We rolling.
I'm serious.
Anyway, guys, stay positive and stay strong.
Stay strong.
Make sure you have good people around you at all times.
Wait, and try not to fart while it's happening. That's all I'm saying. That's
not
it.
Break up.
Wait, and then I don't expect for it to be not stinking. I'm like, come on, you got your dinger in my asshole.
Girl,
like, what is happening right now? I'm just saying.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to
this.
Thank
you so much.
Really, like, somehow we went from breakups and staying positive.
Like, good shit to just some
shit. This is good shit.
Just some shit, literally.
Just turned into shit.
In real life. I'm
Man,
serious.
make sure you follow me. I'm Veronika Obeng. Follow me on all social media channels at Veronika Obeng.
What's up, guys? Please follow me and like that last part. Just take it out for me. This is M Dollars. Follow me, guys. M Dollars11 on Instagram.
Hey, everybody! It's Laura Govan giving it to you raw, literally. At Laura M Govan.
Make sure you tune in next week to the Sack. 3 women, 30 minutes. What the hell could happen? Do you use protection when you're going?
No, no. Oh, but that's the thing, though. The problem
have you cut?
See you later.
You literally, once it comes out there, it can't go back in the cooter because you'll get a bacterial infection. So.